Awesome. We are live. Hello, my name is Dr. Emma Shapiro, and I am with here Steve from HelloNote, and we are so excited to talk about how HelloNote can help you start your therapy business and grow and scale it. We are going to be talking about HelloNote's special plan, which is the Light plan, which is only $99 per year. They also have other plans if you're a more established business. But we're also here to answer your business questions, business fears. We'll be talking about billing because we know billing is one of the biggest frustrations and biggest concerns when you're wanting to start your own business. So thank you so much for being here, Steve. I appreciate it. And I'm excited to share more about HelloNote.
Thank you, Emma. Yes, I'm always excited to be here. So it's always a pleasure to chat with you and answer questions and get more people involved in starting their own business or even evolving their own business, because everyone's at different ends of the spectrum. You have those that are always like kind of afraid to start, and they start to call us and reach out and ask us questions. And then you have those that are more established and they're looking for their next step, how to grow their business. So wherever you are, reach out and we'll definitely collaborate and we'll put you on the right track. Regardless if you use HelloNote or not, we're always willing to help. And, as a therapist, I love to hear other therapist ideas. And, Emma and I were just discussing ideas. Like ideas are always there, and it's so nice to have someone to bounce off ideas with, because that is what could put you over that edge of starting your own business.
Definitely. Well, I think for anyone who's new, what is HelloNote? And what I really love is that Steve is an occupational therapist, which means you're in great hands. He's been where you are. And so he really knows and has created HelloNote from a therapist perspective, which is amazing. But give us a real brief overview of what is HelloNote and how it can maybe help some new therapist business owners.
Sure. So we started HelloNote back in around 2012, 13. It was really first designed for me as an occupational therapist to help with my documentation, because when I got into the workforce, it was overwhelming. It was outpatient, and I love outpatient. And but notes pile up. You always have to do your notes, and your supervisor is always asking you, hey, because billing is important. Without billing, there's no cash flow, and you need to get paid. So I developed a little software for myself, and got the PT interested in it. He said, "Oh wow, how are you doing notes so quick?" So I modified it a little bit for PT, and he started using it, and we're doing much better with notes and productivity. And essentially, I gathered a team, and we developed HelloNote. And now we're working with OTs, PT, speech. We also have some other disciplines involved as well, like acupuncture, chiros, doctors. So we're always evolving. And that's what the goal is for everybody as well. So always evolve. No idea is not good. You have to try. And don't be afraid to try, because worst thing you do is fail. And if you fail, you get back up, you learn from it, and you modify your plan.
Yeah.
So HelloNote is an all-in-one EMR and practice management system, which includes billing, scheduling, appointment reminders, uploading documents. It's kind of your one-stop shop at a not a high cost, because that's also one of the reasons we started HelloNote, is to keep costs low. Because we're not a software that charges you for every little addition. So there's no like additional charges for many of our features. So, and we pride ourselves with that, because we don't want clients to sign up and then next month or 2 months later to say, well, it's too costly for me, because that wasn't our vision when we developed HelloNote. So that's a little bit about HelloNote.
I love that. And if there are assistants watching too, a lot of assistants I feel like they can't maybe start their own business, but you really can. Mm-hmm. And you can be your own CEO. You can be your own boss. So this is a great software for you as well. And I really love and appreciate HelloNote, because they understand where we're coming from, where we maybe don't have a lot of income but are wanting to try to get that financial freedom. We're wanting to try to do that. And so I feel like you are such a leader in allowing therapists to start their own business and then scale it and feel really comfortable. Because when I started, I know it's really scary. I was like, I don't want to spend even $100 a year. Now I'm like, that was stupid. I could have saved like hundreds of hours, which is well worth $100. But I'm really excited. We're going to go through the Light program in a second and show you sort of the back end. But can you talk to us a little bit, and I'll share the screen. What is the difference and who is the Light program for?
Sure. So HelloNote in general, there's no contracts. Everything is month to month. So that was always our vision, just make it very easy and friendly. It's one of the reasons why we're called HelloNote, is to be more inviting, more friendly, so you don't have to fear signing up to an EMR system and getting locked in or anything like that. So the HelloNote Lite program was established, was kind of there's a lot of brainstorming involved, and Emma knows that. So so the reason is because there's a lot of therapists out there that are stuck in their day job, and they're not getting the respect they deserve for doing the job, the highly skilled jobs that we have as therapists. And and it's a shame, because we put our hearts out there, we put our minds, we went to school, studied for our boards, and we really give it all to patients. And unfortunately, not all the time we're appreciated. There's a lot of times where your boss will ask you to stay extra hours, or you have to pick up cases on the weekend, and you just get so burned out. And I've been there. I've worked in settings like that. It's not fun, and it really makes you underappreciated and get burned out to the point where you don't even enjoy the part of the reason that you went into this field in the first place. And especially with documentation, because after you see the patient, then you have to go and document and spend an hour or so, or more even in some cases with some EMRs, to document, and that adds on to your day. So where's your leisure time? Where's your you time? Where's family time? It becomes non-existent. And we want to bring that back, so this way you feel your self-fulfillment of why you went into this field in the first place. So a lot of these therapists exist. They reach out to us on a weekly basis, and even in the groups, we see posts all the time. I'm starting my own business, or does anyone know how to start a corporation, or what is an MPI number? And there's no wrong questions. All these questions are excellent, because you do have members in the community that will answer them. So don't be scared to ask questions. And when we have users like that reach out, we want them to start their own business. We want them to ask questions, because if you don't, then and time goes by, and the more time that goes by, the more responsibilities you have elsewhere. You'll lose interest and more competition. So you also have to keep that in mind. You want to be, especially if you're in an area where there's not a lot of, like, for example, I'm going to use mobile therapy, which is a really big industry right now, because it's so easy to get your corporation, to get credentialed, to get an EMR system established, and you have your own business. And remember, just one patient is still your own business. And it always starts with one patient. Once you get that first patient, then it becomes much easier. Then you know what to do, what you did right, what you did wrong. Of course, there's marketing involved, but there's so many members out there in the community that will help. And one of the benefits of HelloNote Lite is we bring those resources to you. We share resources for you, so this way you can actually see what worked, what doesn't work, and we give you ideas. And you can bounce your ideas off as well, which is very important. So HelloNote Lite is $99 a year. It's it's a very affordable price. It gets you to the point where you actually have an EMR set up, so you can learn how to actually use an EMR. And it also allows you to do your documentation, schedule patients, and keep a list of your patients that you've reached out to, kind of like a CRM, except for patients. So you're able to put in patients into the system. And next, let's say in a month or 2 months, you have a whole list of patients that you can reach out to by running a simple report. So you don't have to remember or write stickies all over the place or use your phone. You just have everything in a secure portal, and you can always reach back out to the patients. And that's just by doing that, you can already get a patient. So many of my patients I got just by following up with them. I've treated many patients in the homes. When we discharge them, they're good to go. But most of the time, they don't reach back out to you, unless something's serious. But if
Yeah.
you call them, how are you doing? They're going to tell you, oh, my, they have pain again, or they can't walk again, or they need more of their aide's help to dress themselves, and whatever the case is. And just by having a portal with patient demographics that you've had, that can open up an opportunity for you to see and get a patient, along with referral sources as well. You can always put referral sources, reach out to them. So that's where HelloNote Lite comes in. We do give you a lot of features that you need for an EMR, and we're not going to overwhelm you. The features you get are exactly what you need for that point in time. Once you're ready for more, then you could switch to our normal month-to-month subscription. Again, it's still a very low cost, and you're good to go. Billing, also one of the, as Emma said, it's one of the reasons, therapists get frustrated or anxious that they don't want to do their own practice, because you hear a lot of issues with billing and horror stories, but we make it easy. We set up everything for you. We train you on the whole process of billing, and any questions, you can always reach out to us to ask.
I think that's awesome. I think perhaps people may not understand how reasonable this is. So without naming any competitors, like, what would you say the cost savings or cost difference off the top of your head would be compared to the other platforms out there? I just want to give people like the wow, like this, because I am telling you people, this is an amazing price that no other competitor has, no other EMR has. Steve is doing this on a very limited basis because he wants to get entrepreneurs from the couch to the actual business setup and startup, because he knows how transformative that is. And if he has to sacrifice, he will, and give this just because he wants you to actually start. But I think maybe having people have some numbers would maybe help.
Sure. Yeah. So as far as the $99 a year, that's a no-brainer. That you get a whole EMR for less than $100 for the year. I just want to emphasize, this is a year. So it's not a month. You're not paying monthly. You just pay $99. And the reason is we did have someone reach out and ask us, why is it $99 a year? Why not just make it free at that point? And the answer is, we need to know that you're committed.
Yeah.
It's just yes, this is a low price. It's not something that we make profit off of. We're actually losing money on this deal. But we want you to become a partner of our service, because when you grow, we grow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the $99 comes in. We did a lot of research, and $99 was a very fair price to a lot of therapists that said this is a great price. It shouldn't be a deciding factor of saying it's too much money, for example. So the cost savings is huge just on this deal. And when you switch over, when you're ready to actually go with the billing platform and get all the other features that we offer, then on a typical basis, you're saving you should be saving at least $50 per month from any other competitor with what we're offering. Because with HelloNote, you get e-faxing, you get appointment reminders, you get uploading of documents, you get scheduling, you get billing with the clearinghouse. And we don't charge you for for the clearinghouse, we don't charge you for every additional therapist, which a lot of companies, you have to pay an additional fee for the clearinghouse just to bill under another provider. So our prices are all inclusive. If you have a new provider, you just pay for their access. You could either pay for part-time or full-time. And we're always incentivizing our users. We never want to turn away a client that can't afford an extra user, for example. We'll always work with you. We'll always find some middle ground to benefit both sides. And so your cost savings are definitely there. And if you multiply that by your time and how much savings you have per year, that's thousands of dollars in savings.
Yeah, that's awesome. And to give people an idea, $99 a year, that's $8.25 a month. Literally skip one Starbucks. I can't believe how expensive Starbucks is. I don't drink coffee or Starbucks, but sometimes I get a gift card and I go. And that's literally the price of one Starbucks. So don't buy one fancy drink a month. That's one fancy drink a month less you have to have, and you'll cover this. And for those of you thinking, okay, now I'm doing numbers in my head. How expensive would it be to create this? Like what Steve said, to create a virtual wellness business, a mobile therapy business, assisted living, independent living business. It is literally so reasonable. You have your one-time 1-year cost of a domain name, which you can sometimes get for $1. So it's like between $1 and $10. And then here, I'm going to pull up actually a Google Doc, and for fun, we're going to show you how reasonable it would be to start your therapy practice. So we got...
I like that.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Let's put some real numbers in front.
Let's put some real numbers. Okay, hang tight. I'm going to just share my screen. I'm going to remove this for a second, and I'm going to share. Stop share. Share. What do you think? Are people pumped to sort of do some real numbers right here and learn how to sort of set up a business with myself and Steve? Let us know in the comments, and let us know what questions you have. Like, we're not here just to talk about HelloNote. We're here to help. You have an occupational therapist here. You have a PT here. You have business owners here. You have software developers here. We're here to help. We're at Alternative Healthcare Careers. We are an abundant mindset, and we're so helpful. We're so down to earth. Steve is great. Like, you can literally put anything in the comments, appropriate, anything appropriate in the comments, and we're here to help. So, but really, we want to help you change your life, whether it be finding a new career, we do that. But right now we're talking about entrepreneurism and helping you see how simple and cost effective it would be to create a business. So can you see this, Steve?
Nope, not yet.
Nope, not yet. Okay, let me see. There we go. Awesome. So this is Google Doc. Can everyone see? Type in the comments if you can see my spreadsheet here. Okay, so business startup costs. Forgive my poor spelling. Let's make this bigger so everyone can see this on the shared screen. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's first talk just EMR. We know HelloNote, $99 a year. So we're going to say EMR, $99 a year. And we'll put all of this in yearly costs. That's why it's super easy for Emma to add up, because I'm bad at math. Okay, so that's your whole platform. That's your billing, your documentation, your scheduling and communication with your patients. This HIPAA compliant, by the way, HIPAA compliant. Also, is this including the tele or no?
No telehealth here,
Gotcha.
only because we have to pay for that under our side, and we would be out of business if we give too much for free here. But if you want to add telehealth, it's just $25 per month.
Gotcha.
But at that point, we could even set you up with a full package. For example, if you don't need billing, if you're doing private pay, cash based, then our whole system is $70 per month. So
Gotcha.
It's really affordable, and one billable visit per month from your patient should take care of your whole EMR cost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way we designed it.
Not just that, your whole business cost. Like that's what we're about to show you is pretty much your whole business cost. One patient will cover all of that. Well, as long as you're not in brick and mortar. Brick and mortar is a different story. We're dealing with not brick and mortar.
Yeah, well, let's do, just to make it easy, let's do mobile-based therapy.
Yep.
And just to define, mobile-based is, as Emma wrote, mobile therapy biz startup cost. That is just you going to patients' homes. That's it. And that is a business in itself. And I think a lot of times, and people reach out to me all the time, just asking me how to start this. And the questions I get asked on mobile therapy business, the startup, is is sometimes is like, where did you get this information from? Some people are saying you need a physical location because insurances want you to have this. As a mobile therapist, your home office is your office. That could be your location because you're not going to be seeing. You can if you want to see patients in your home. I'm sure you could do that. But most of our clients, most of the therapists that set up mobile therapy businesses, they set up their business at their home. They have like a little office. They
Yeah.
even make like a little. They turn. I know plenty of therapists that turned a closet into a little room with a desk and a computer.
And I would do it for tax purposes. I mean, that's deduction of your phone bill, deduction of your internet bill, deduction of your home office. So from your
Right.
rent or mortgage deduction. So I would use your room, use your
Yeah,
room, or,
that's.
a
I mean, if
portion
you
of a
have
room.
listen, I have other therapists that have a spare bedroom,
Yep.
and then they have more room.
Yep.
But you could just, even a little closet, any area, that's your office. Just set up a little table, a computer, a laptop, whatever you need. That is your office. And there's
Yeah.
not, to me, all I need is a computer, a laptop. I could work anywhere.
It's so easy. Yep, it's so easy. So we've got domain name. So you don't necessarily have to have a website to start this. You could easily get your EMR and social media and make sales. That literally is how you could start. I would say it is nice to have a website because one, it looks professional. Sometimes people will go to that and they can just see more information. You want to have control over your information. Facebook controls who sees what we're doing right now. YouTube controls who sees what we're doing. So your website controls more of that. So I would try to funnel people from social media to your website.
Yep.
So social
I would even
media.
put business cards because that's important. You go see a
Great.
doctor. And business cards you could get for $25, you get 500
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. Let's just do WordPress for now. I'm a fan of doing either WordPress or Kajabi. Kajabi has email and all of that all together, but we'll just keep it simple and say WordPress here.
Yeah. Even at Gmail, you could register your business name at gmail.com. So many clinics do that. I see that outside of even therapy.
Like $6, right? Isn't G Suite $6?
Yeah. It's like $5.95, $6,
Yeah. And then we got insurance. What would you say about, off the top of your head, what are you thinking for insurance?
Every state is different, of course. Everyone wants
Yeah.
different policy coverages. Insurance wise, because it covers your company and your individual, let's put in $500, something like that. And remember, you already have, usually you already get your own insurance, right? So that isn't in addition. You could just speak to your insurance carrier and tell them that you want to cover your business and make sure it covers you. So instead of, for example, if your policy is $400 a year, and then they're going to say with your business it's going to be $500 a year.
Oh, there's a top tip.
Yeah, that's what happened in my case. So yeah, when I first started, I got my own liability insurance. And then when I opened up my business, I spoke to them and I told them I want to make sure that my business is covered. And then they just converted my policy from individual to business, including myself. And then it was only about a couple $100 difference, and it was well worth it.
Wow. Awesome. We'll do that. Let's say, I don't know, want to go 50 or want to go 100 for business cards? How many business cards do we order?
For $25, I think you can go to
you can do a
Staples
lot
or something like that.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty.
Yeah, exactly. It's very reasonable. Okay, we'll put 25. Goodness, what else? So we've got social media. Corporation. Okay,
Corporation's
we can do
a big one.
The business setup.
So corporation, every state is different. I see ranges. Like some states, they allow LLCs. Like Emma, you're lucky in Jersey, you could set up an LLC for therapists. So for that, it's not expensive at all. But then you have states like New York, California. Then you need like PCs or PLLCs, and those are a little more costly. So I would say a range. You know what? I would put it even. Let's say $1,200 or something like
But
that.
that's a one time. So I don't
Yes,
know if we
one
should
time.
include that. I guess we can include it because this is like your reoccurring cost. So I'll
Oh,
maybe
recurring? Yeah.
yeah.
So
Because I mean really like reoccurring because it's 1,200 corporation, but that's like really your only big expense. Is
yeah,
that
that
like
that's it. If you just pay, if you just open up your corp, you have your corporation, and we can help you with that as well. We work with an attorney that he's a healthcare attorney, and he sets up corporation. Again, this could be like $400. This could be 500. It depends on the state. Every state is different, but we'll help you out, and it is a one-time cost. Yes, there's sometimes like $80 fees a year that you have to pay to the state, but it's not anything major.
so that's it. So I mean this is your yearly cost to run a business. Let's see, I'm going to pull up my calculator here because, like I said,
Mhm.
bad at math. So we've got $99 for your EMR, got $10 for your domain name, about $120 for website, $70 about for email, insurance, $500, and then business cards, $25. So total cost per year for you to have a business is about $825. Now,
Yeah,
how many clients would you need? And so now we can look at how many clients do you need to get. And these numbers are really helpful because I hope that this is helping you realize how obtainable this is, that this could be a side hustle. This can grow into something and it's not a big commitment. Like all of this is a little bit of your startup costs and then $1,200 to $400 for your LLC, PLLC, but that's a one time. And then this is your reoccurring. So
yeah, I
it
like
really,
splitting it up. It's a good because as a startup, you put in, like, for example, $1,000 into it, you're good to go, and then you
yeah,
just need to focus on your recurring, because
exactly.
recurring is what you always keep in the back of your head, because it's kind of like rent. You need to make sure that you can cover it for the next month.
Exactly. And
So
so
yeah,
this is the whole year, people. This is the whole year. So let's say that you charged $100 for eval, which is very
that's
reasonable.
low.
I'm making it really reasonable to show
Yeah.
you like it can be really low. And let's say it's $50 for a treatment. Okay, I'm bad at math. So literally, if we just had 8 evals, we're covered for the whole year. So literally, if you saw 8 people once for the whole year, you've covered and now you're into profits. And that's low for an eval. Let's just stick with eval versus treat because then my numbers, it's hard for me to do math. So 100 is low. So literally 8 people for the whole year. So you could see less than one person a month and cover your reoccurring costs. Let's
Yep.
say we made this 150. Now, what's 150 times 8? You're already getting into profit. So you need to see 825 divided by 150. You need to see it's 5.5. So we'll say 6 people. You need to see 6 people for the whole year to cover your costs for the whole year. And then you're good. So literally, if you
Yep.
did just 6 visits, you are good and you're now making profits. That's insane.
Yeah, it's when you put things into perspective like that,
Yeah.
it should allow more therapists out there to say, this is doable. This is doable for me. And and you have a team of people that are willing to help you, that are ready to help you. And it's just about reaching out and making sure that you ask questions, and don't be scared to ask questions. We have so many people reaching out to us and saying, I should have reached out to you sooner. And it's like they say a year went by, 6 months went by, 1 month, and every day counts, because it's one day extra that you are, that somebody else might start the same business in your area, and you don't want that to happen, because if it's such an important part of the business to do marketing.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't want to get to the point where you go to a doctor and they're already referring to somebody else because somebody just like you is marketing the same service.
Exactly.
So don't wait, try it out, start it. We're here to help, and we'll gladly point you in the right direction. Ideas are great. I love ideas, and there's no bad idea. And especially if you have someone to ask, what do you think of this? You can get some excellent feedback. And and even if you try, what's the worst thing that can happen?
You'll have this skill, and you can do online, you can do courses, you can do mobile, you can do independent living, assisted living. You can do so much with this, and it's very, very reasonable to start. And Steve brings up a good point, is that not to put any sort of sense of urgency, but at the same time, I sort of want to put a sense of urgency, because there are more and more people catching on to how easy this is to start and to do, and how reasonable it is. And so in your area, more and more people, there's lots of therapists are going to be doing this. So you want to get in early. You want to build the connections with the chiropractors, the massage, the doctors, the orthopedics, all of that. You want to build those connections early and get in early, because someone else is going to come and they're motivated like you. They want financial independence and freedom. They want extra cash, and they're going to come, and then that relationship's taken, and it's a lot harder for you to get in. So the start up is very simple, very easy, and very, very reasonable. We really hope that we've shown you how reasonable it is to start a business. We really hope that we've given you the tools today and the ideas to understand that this is something that is very much possible. And HelloNote is helping us start these businesses for you. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, or reach out to HelloNote.com, and let them know that you have questions. They can do a demo and sort of show you how HelloNote looks, so that you can see more, you can ask questions, and make sure that this is really right for you. But at $99 a year, if you're thinking about starting a business, I highly recommend it. And there's only a couple more of these. So to give you urgency, Steve is limiting this to, I think it was 20 or 10 accounts that he wanted to do. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. We will accept all thumbs up and hearts. But there's not a lot of accounts left. So if you are really thinking about doing this, do it. And because there's no other deal like this, and there's only a few early adopters right now that HelloNote's going to be allowing. Any last information you want to share, Stephen?
Yeah, sure. So, I do encourage everyone to reach out, even if you don't think this is the right program for you, if you don't think it's the right fit, still reach out. There's no wrong question. We had, since the last time we did this, about a month ago, we've had probably over 25, 30 calls that we scheduled. And it was just so interesting to hear why those therapists were reaching out. A lot of them were already successful. And that was so interesting to me, because even if you're successful, even if you have your own practice already, you're still reaching out because you never stop learning. So, if you're not sure that this program is for you, still reach out to us. And then we had a lot of people reach out that they weren't ready just yet to start their own business, but they're gathering everything. They're downloading all the information, making sure that they put everything together, because when they start, they want to be prepared. So any questions you have, please reach out. There's no cost just to reach out. We'll be happy to answer any questions, and we'll be even more happier to have you actually start, because we know that there are so many entrepreneurs out there that are just not taking the chance to invest in themselves. And this is really what it is. You're really investing into yourself. One more thing I want to mention is you don't even have to do this in treat. We have so many clients that are therapists that don't treat. They started a business and they hire therapists, and they use HelloNote, and they are successful just in the fact that they are running their business and having somebody else treat. So think about that as well. So just because, like, if if you're at a point where you may be burned out from your current position and you want to take a break from treating, or you don't want to treat anymore, whatever the case is, you could still start your own therapy business and manage it. You don't have to do the treat. You can work with therapists that you employ and contract with, and they can be the ones treating, and you actually do the management of the business.
Yep. There's lots of ways to adapt and grow your business and scale your business. And, this can be definitely more passive income. I don't know if any business is passive income, but more passive income. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for being on here. Thank you, Jenny, for sharing this to the Balance and Fall support group. And if you have any questions, like we said, reach out to HelloNote. Or also leave us a comment. We attend and are attentive to all of our members, so any comment will be read and will be addressed. Thank you so much, everyone, and stay tuned for our next webinar. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Emma. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.